Look at Eevee. Look in the bottom left. What is that?
What is what?
In the bottom left.
I don't know.
Wow. What are
I
you doing?
don't know what that means. I have no idea.
Is that like loading or?
No.
No.
I genuinely have no idea what that is.
Well, what the heck?
I've never seen that before in my life. I don't know what it means. Oh, look. Should we catch another one?
Yeah, let's do
May
it.
as well.
That's a new rule. Whenever we're playing this, if we see a Nidoran, we have to catch him.
Okay. That's easy. That's the same rule I have with Clefairies.
Oh, yeah?
If you see it, you get it.
Who is your favorite Pokemon?
Clefairy. And Nidoran.
Why?
Because they're cute.
Because they're cute.
Yeah. I like Clefairy because fairy types are unparalleled. I didn't know that in my first playthrough either, so I think I caught a Clefairy. And I was like, you're cute, but I think you're useless, so I didn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, later on, I was watching, I think it was maybe Achievement Hunter, and someone was using, like, a fairy type, and they said something about, like, that's the stupidest one to use, and then our beloved Matt Bragg was like, are you a moron? Are you a stupid idiot? Like, I'm gonna tell you something right now. And I was like, oh, I've been educated.
Yeah. You were, in fact, the idiot.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay,
I won't deny that. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Oh, look, there's a male.
A boy.
Get him.
But yeah, and then so then after I saw that, I was like, well, maybe I should get a fairy type the next time I play this game,
Mm-hmm.
and I did. And then I realized that Clefairy was the best Pokemon ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll stand by that till I die.
He had weird little jogger legs.
Little jogger legs?
What, like the sweatpant joggers?
Oh,
He had little
yeah.
scouty legs.
Mm-hmm. All right, I gotta decide who I'm gonna replace with the Nidoran.
Are you just gonna have Nido King and Nido Queen?
I did in my first playthrough. I had a Nido Queen and a Nido King.
Yeah. How did that go for you?
They were super good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they kind of put my team at a disadvantage because they're the same. They're both like ground
And poison.
poison.
Yep.
I thought it was. I couldn't remember if it was ground dark or ground poison, but yeah, it's like it a little bit like set my team up for failure somewhat, just in the sense that then I didn't have like as much like type coverage, I guess.
Sure.
But
But you know, this game is.
It's relatively
Yeah.
They're like, we shouldn't use water type Pokemon against electric types, but then I beat the gym leader with a Gyarados, so
Yeah. Exactly.
I really think the only ones that you really definitely cannot use are obviously like the electric versus ground.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Well, and they don't even let you, like, do they just say that the attack doesn't work?
Yeah, most of the time.
They did
Basically anything that's like the attack doesn't work. So like the fire grass matchup, the fire water matchup, the ground electric. I'm trying to think what else is like fighting versus psychic. I think is really
something like that.
Like I don't remember. Like the psychic ones just can't do anything to the fighting type. Like there's a couple of them like that where it's just like it's so terrible that you literally can't land a hit. But for the most part, can we not even go? Oh no, we can.
You can go. Good job.
Oh, but I don't think he'll let me
You don't
go
have any
through
badges.
there. Yeah.
Hey, kid, get the heck out of here. Only the rich and elite are allowed in here. You can tell by my white gloves that I'm a really corrupt
I'm just
security
sad
guard.
because there's execute in there.
Yeah.
And I want the little eggs. Okay, but if I have a boulder badge, that's
mean
the
you gotta go
first
kill
one.
Brock?
That's from fighting Brock. Yeah, so
You gotta go kill Brock.
we can go in there and get the dang thing.
You gotta go kill him.
I don't know if we have to kill him.
You have to kill him.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be here forever. We gotta get out of here.
No, we have to be here forever. Just let me. I'm gonna catch these 3.
Oh my
and
goodness.
then we'll leave. No, because if I catch all 3 of them, I'll get more experience points.
Oh, okay.
And then I can send a big group of them to the professor, and I'll get a ton of candy.
Oh, a lot of king candy.
Nido King candies. Technique bonus.
Oh yeah.
Pidgey. Oh shoot! I should have put one of the Nidorans in.
What are the kings in?
Yeah. No offense, Spiro, but I would pick a Pidgey over you every day.
Excuse me while I wipe my nose.
That's fine.
What, you don't want a Furo?
Switch up my party.
The most lazily named bird
You can
Pokemon
catch 'em
ever?
pretty easily. So I'm not that concerned about it is really the moral of the story. Well, maybe I'll just wait because we don't. Those are all only level 3, so let's go.
You know, I may not have played a Pokemon game since like 2008, but I'm a little like, isn't there like evolutions to these Pokemon that are not in this game, but they're in others? So
yes.
what stopped them from evolving in that way?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, especially like how they made like whatever the Cleffa and the Blissey and like all the baby evolutions. Right. I'm like, it's cool to have because I think it's cute that they would make like the tiny ones like there are for all these other ones. But I'm like, yeah, realistically in like the canon of the game, does that really make sense that we would introduce that kind of stuff later on? And same thing, yeah, because like you can get the Magmars later, but you can't get the Magmortars.
Right.
I don't know. It's
so
just.
Then there's like, because it has recently come out. I haven't watched the show since I was maybe 6 years old, but the Pokemon TV show, Ash just became a world champion.
Yeah, like
and one of his Pokemon is a Sirfetch'd, which I believe is an evolution of Farfetch'd.
Farfetch'd, yeah.
But what's
but
the
what
difference?
what was stopping it from which do I realize it's because the games came out later and they were like, oh, we should have something else, but it's just like, I don't know, I feel like in these like later rendition, well, I'm just like, why wouldn't you just put it in there then? Like I get it, but also like, why wouldn't you just put them in there? Like, I don't know. Especially because I don't think, is Farfetch'd like a Gen 1?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I take it back. But
there's probably like a Pokemon elitist that's like, well, it's explained because it's a regional thing, or like it's, I don't know, but
oh, I'm sure there is.
From the outside looking in, it's a little bit like, well, that's something that seems to be overlooked.
I am gonna actually switch up my party now. Okay. You get to be in the party. Sorry, Spearow. It's been real.
Later, jerkface.
I think I'm gonna move.
Not Bellsprout.
I'm gonna move him to position 1, so he comes out first for fights.
Okay.
And then, oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go here, and then we will simply go through and send all the leftovers to the professor.
Well, we're gonna do it.
This is gonna be our first candy deposit.
You sent them to the professor. Ring, 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 ring. Thanks. Thank you for the deposit. Ring, 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 ring. These will taste very good. Here, I'll send you some candy.
I regret telling you about blending them up in candy.
Ugh. It's canon in my head now.
Yeah.
Here's all the candy.
Yeah.
Mighty candy.
I don't know what stuff gives what candies. It's definitely like somewhat linked to what kind of Pokemon they are, but I don't actually know like how that's determined. Alright.
They're chasing after you. No, turn me into candy. I want to be candy. Get me out of this hellscape.
Guys to catch. Wait, what was that? Oh, I don't care about you.
Another Spearow.
Another useless
Your favorite.
Spearow. Back to Viridian City.
Now what do you gotta do?
Sneeze, apparently. I gotta go heal my little guys, and then I should probably go to the little shop.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anyone that I need to talk to here. I think they're still all just... Yeah, they're just like... I think they're just giving like general game tips. Later on, you can actually talk to people, and like there's like a guy you can buy a Magikarp from, and there's like guys that'll teach your Eevee like special moves or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It as you get further in the game, you actually get like pertinent information from people, but I don't remember when that starts.
Can you evolve your Eevee?
No.
Why not?
Anytime you try to give it an evolution stone, it doesn't take it. Because it doesn't want to.
It's not its choice.
Oh, yes, it is. I've seen someone, like, I don't know how they did it, but they, like, basically, like, jailbroke it so that they could evolve it. And they said, like, basically the Pokemon always has, like, a sad status effect, and it, like, destroys your relationship level with it. Like, anytime someone's like, what's your relationship with your Pokemon? It goes, it's horrible. I've never seen someone have this bad of a relationship with their Pokemon before. And you're like, ooh. So I was like, I'm not.
So can you evolve your Pikachu into a Raichu and Let's Go Pikachu? I would guess not, then, huh?
No, I think you can.
What the heck? I feel like that would be like a really cool part of the game where it's like, oh, you get to choose the type. You can choose fire, electric, or ice, or whatever, or water. It's water, not ice.
Yeah, you get the Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, one of the last times that I fought you in my home game, he had Raichu. So yeah, I don't know why you can't evolve the. I think really the reason might just be because there's different ones to choose from.
Yeah.
But if it makes you feel any better, you do actually. They still like the scaling is still the same. So like at a certain point, I don't know when, but at a certain point, the Eevee starts leveling up like more advanced.
Sure.
And it's not just like it goes from leveling up like 1 or 2 points at a time to like 30 at a time, but it like goes from having like 1 or 2 at a time to like 3 or 4 to like 5 or 6. And then it kind of like plateaus. So it's like relatively even, I think, with like the leveling of with the why are you out? Okay.
Because he's your number 1, right?
Oh yeah, that's probably why.
I wonder who the gym leader is. Is it your dad?
No.
Oh. Maybe that's 3rd generation that I'm thinking of, because your dad is the 5th gym leader in the 3rd generation.
Is he in Team Rocket?
No.
Oh, because that's the head of Team Rocket. I can't think of what his name is.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Because it's like a secret, kind of.
That's
a lot of my Pokemon knowledge comes from 3rd generation, because that's the one that I really got into. Like, I was really young when I played the 1st generation, so it didn't really stick. It was just like, oh, I like the Pokemon. Pikachu is cool. But then it was like 3rd generation where it's like, I'm actually going to try and beat the game. Because I think after the 2nd gym, I never got past the 2nd gym in the 1st game.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was like 6, so it's like, I don't...
Oh, yeah.
It got too complicated for me, and I was playing different games, I guess, but...
Well, and definitely, like... I don't know, I think really early on in this game, like, they really don't make you have to think about strategy very much. They pretty much spoon feed you through the majority of this game, which I think is fine. But there's definitely parts later on that because I have never played Pokemon until this game, that I have to do a lot of, like, reading and, like, research and be like, okay, well, what do I actually have to do to, like... succeed at this part.
Sure.
So I can understand how, like, in an older generation, like, I don't know, even though they were technically kids games, I feel like kids games when we were kids were not actually, like, appropriately scaled to be kids games.
Yeah, there was absolute, like, I mean, obviously it wasn't, like, impossible. It wasn't, like, incredibly difficult, but there was virtually no hand-holding in those games.
Because I remember, well, and I should take that back. Obviously, there were kids games that were appropriately scaled to be kids games, but like, because like we had a V-Smile when I was a kid, and those were like kids games. It was like jump and catch the bubbles that have the alphabet in them in the correct order, like that kind of level of game. And like,
back
I don't know.
When you were a senior in high school.
Yeah, back when I was a senior in high school. Would have been actually. I did not play video games other than, like, the V-Smile. Well, I played that when I was a child. And, like, I can't think of what they were called. I always want to say ABC Mouse, but that's not what it was called. But it was, like, some kind of, like, learning game type thing where it was, like...
a Leapster or whatever?
Probably, yeah. It was probably, like, Leapster.
Yeah, my siblings had those.
Okay.
I was always too old. I always got the Game Boy and the Game Boy games, but they had the Leapster because they also wanted to be like me.
Well, was the Leapster... No, wait, was the Leapster a handheld?
Yeah.
No, so we had computer games.
Oh.
We had, like, CD-ROMs, and I don't know, I can't think for the life of me what they were called, but we had, like, 4 or 5 of them from the same like series of games.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, eventually we ended up playing like The Sims, or not The Sims. We started playing Zoo Tycoon. Was a big part of my childhood.
Oh, it's Kakuna. Never mind.
A classic oopsie.
Yep. Well, from behind, you know.
That's why I said a classic oopsie.
Yeah.
You think I'm stupid?
Ooh, he's less angry now. You see him?
Oh,
He's so
no,
mad.
I know. He just like vibrates aggressively. Because this is a Kakuna, right?
Yeah.
What's the one? Metapod. The Metapod will actually like jump at you, but this one just sits there and like vibrates angrily. I don't get it. Oh, nice. That's rough.
Yeesh.
But yeah, like basically like we played the V-Smile and then like those learning CD-ROM games.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first like actual video game that I ever had, it was one of the only ones I ever had, was Nintendogs. And I didn't get that until I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then, like, even after that, like, I think in high school, I played Minecraft in high school, and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't start playing any other games until college, like, my second or third year of college. I was like, oh, I have money, I can, like, buy computer games, or I can buy, like, you know, whatever. I can do other stuff, basically. And I was like...
And conversely, I was 8 or 9 years old, and I was playing Gun on the PlayStation 2. It was like a brutal, like it was like a rated R movie style shooting cowboy western game.
Well, all of my cousins played video games, but we had they'd always be like, well, you can play with us, and we're like, we don't know how to play video games, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. We have no idea what we're doing, like... Because, yeah, like, my older cousins, they had everything. They had Super Nintendo, N64, they had OG Wii, Xbox, PlayStation, like, they had all that junk. Like, my first introduction to Zelda was watching my cousin play, I think, Ocarina of Time. And, like, that was really, like, the first time I actually was, like, interested in, like, a video game, too, as a kid. So I was like, oh, this is actually really cool, because, like, my other cousins would just play a lot of like Call of Duty and like Payday, like old GTA, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, nah, this doesn't look that interesting to me. Like whatever.
I was that kid.
Yeah.
I was playing GTA 4 and I was that 12-year-old kid on Modern Warfare 2 yelling obscenities at grown men.
That's incredible.
That's where I learned a lot of my more colorful verbiage. Was playing Call of Duty.
See, I learned my colorful verbiage on the forums.
Oh, okay.
On the chat forums online. Because instead of playing video games, we did do that.
Okay.